Hey guys, so I decided to make a whole batch of videos. So I just did last week's topic, and now I'm doing this week's topic. This week's topic on Witch's Voice. I'm your host, your Sunday host, Wicked Jim. We're talking about your tools and what do you use, what spell, item, or ritual tool that you use often, and why. I use, hold on, let me kind of change arms. I use my Antheme. It is the number one tool that I go to for everything. I relate the Antheme to air, because it really symbolizes an air person to me. For just my personality, I'm very direct. I'm very cut to the point. Hence the knife. I love my Antheme. It was the very first ritual tool that I bought. Amongst the 4 tools that you normally get. It was a tool that I really connect, and it still to this day. It's like 10 years old right now. Still to this day, I love it. It's amazing, and I love that it's been so long that I have not used it to cut anything physically, and I was really proud because there was a lot of temptation. Let me tell you, during circle, during ritual, and you have nothing sharp, and you look at your Antheme, and you're like, because consciously your brain thinks that's sharp, that can cut anything, and I'm very proud of myself that I have not cut anything with it. It is blunt. It's not like, it's sharp in a way, but it's not blunt. Or it's blunt, sorry. It's not sharp enough to cut, see? To actually cut, but I think if you put a little oomph to it, you will. My other item that I use a lot during rituals is candles, and let me show you a little bit of my altar. As you can see, I have, candle holders, candles is my huge thing. I may not really work well with the element fire. I think that's the only connection I can get with fire. I try doing fire gazing. I try to do at a bonfire. I try to connect with fire. And to me, it's just too much energy for me. And it makes sense because fire burns air. It burns off air. So I think that makes sense of me being spooked out. Besides candles, because I love working with candles. Candles is just amazing. Taper candles is one of my favorites. 7-day candles or velvet candles, whatever you want to call them. I like to work with these because sorry for up close and personal. I leave them on. I know it's very dangerous, and please don't do this. Don't mock me. But I know my area is safe, and there's always someone in this house. And everybody knows that I leave those candles lit. It's in a safe area. No one doesn't come in my room unless need so. But I leave them lit when I go to work and I come back. And I know it's not safe. I know you guys are gonna leave your comments. That's not safe. You're gonna burn your house down. It is safe because I've been doing it for almost 15 years and I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had an accident yet. But I am very cautious. I make sure I don't stay away more than 5 hours away from it. Sometimes I leave it on when I go to bed, and I wake up and it's still there. It's safe. It's just the way how I feel. I feel like if I just blow the candle out, it's gonna be really hard to light unless you have one of those long lighters. But that's just my opinion. That's mine. Don't copy me. Do not. I don't want to be at fault of you guys, following me. The last object that I use really frequently is my cauldron. And this cauldron is pretty old. I have a spell in there right now from Samhain that I need to get rid of. Hello again. I use my cauldron for everything. At first, it was used for an incense holder filled with sand. And that was pretty cool because you could feel the bottom of the cauldron and it's still cold, cast iron cold. And it was pretty cool because I lit about 2 charcoals in there and it did not go through. And it was so amazing, it felt good. But now I'm using it for like burning stuff, discharging spells and whatnot. One thing I'm really big on is not to put straight up candle in there and let it wax burn off. Wax is a bitch to get out of cast iron. Sure, you can put it in the oven and cure it again, but I just don't like it. No, not again. Did it once and it was a little bitch to get out. The best advice is to get extra virgin olive oil. When you first get your cauldron, get extra virgin olive oil. Smother the shit out of it. I mean, literally lube it all up. Put it in the oven. I think it's like 400 degrees if I remember, or 360, something like that. And a high temp in the oven on a baking sheet. And I put tinfoil. I basically fold tinfoil about 3-4 times. And I put it underneath it because the pegs, the legs, they were going to get hot. And I was thinking they were going to get so damn hot, they're going to actually, like, you know, burn through the baking sheet. So I was scared because cast iron, when it gets hot, it's hot. I put it in there for 15 minutes, let it cured up, let the oil, you know, kind of, you know, imbued it. And I take it out and I let it cool overnight. I didn't even touch it, didn't anything with it. I just put it away. I just put it on top of the oven overnight, warn everyone that that is hot, and I just let it stay there overnight. So the next night I had to clean up the handle, because the handle was kind of burnt, because it's regular metal. And yeah, till then, since then, I connected with it. I'm amazed with it. I did water gazing in it. I did my, like I said, incense. I did, I'm discharging spells stuff in there. Every time if I work with candles, if I want to put a candle in there, I use my glass, you know, a glass holder to put in there to use candles. Or my 7-day candles, you can put it in there. I mean, you can do a lot with a cauldron. It comes to it went even further as I baked something in my cauldron. I baked the muffins, the Jiffy muffin pop thingy. I baked it in there once. It was kind of a disaster to clean, but it worked. It was kind of weird to do that, to eat off of it, knowing what it was, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, first things first was my Anthony. Love it. What is your favorite tool? What is the tool that you actually go to constantly and use repeatedly? Leave your comments below. Blessed be.